Hey everybody, Jennifer Bell here, and today's video is going to be a tutorial of how you can do a prescription drug plan search on your specific medications. So I'm going to show you how to go to Medicare.gov, input your medications, and see what prescription drug plan is going to cover them in the most economical way. Or if you'd like to go Medicare Advantage, what Medicare Advantage plan will cover them in the most economical way. Another benefit of using this tool is when you turn 65 and you're not quite sure if your employer group health plan would be more cost effective than going on a Medicare plan. So you can also use this to do a comparison there as well. So buckle up. You can have another computer maybe handy so that you can be searching your medications at the same time as I'm teaching you each of these steps, and that should be helpful. But I will see you at the end of the tutorial. Okay, so this is the home page for Medicare.gov, and this is where you want to go to start looking for the cost of medications. Now, currently, it has a button right here, Find Health and Drug Plans. So we're going to click that. If you have an account already, you could totally log in. What's cool about that is it's going to pull up your current plan and any medications that you've refilled, so you don't have to worry about inputting them. But I never have your account login information, so I always hit this Continue Without Logging In button. Now on this section here, you can pick whether or not you want to learn about Medicare Advantage plan or just a prescription drug plan. I never do prescription drug plus Medigap because I price out Medigap separately. But if we're going to look at one of these two plans, you just click the bubble that applies. And then right here, we're going to enter a zip code. And I'm just going to use 80601. It's a pretty well populated area. And then sometimes you'll put in a zip code and it has two different counties, so you just want to pick your county. This section here is going to ask you if you get any sort of assistance from any government program. So most commonly I would pick Extra Help. I'm going to show you what happens when you pick that. You can then select the type of extra help you get or that you're not sure. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to pick that we don't get any help from any of these programs. So we'll hit next. Now I had just put a medication in here a second ago, so it's still on here. But what you do is you hit Find and Add Medication, and then you're going to type in a medication that you take. So we're going to put in metformin just because that's pretty common. A lot of times if someone takes a 500 milligram tab, they're going to take 2 a day. So I'm going to make this a 3-month fill. And then let's just start with those. Those are 2 generic medications, so that's pretty cool. Also, I had previously selected some pharmacies, but basically you can scroll down and you can pick the pharmacies that you would like to see the pricing for. So I pick 4 major pharmacies because that usually tends to be easiest, but sometimes you might go to a smaller pharmacy, a local pharmacy, and you can either search for them here or you can expand the distance if they're not showing up and find them that way. And then right here at the bottom right, you're going to see the Done button. We're going to click that. This is going to bring up the different prescription drug plans, and I have it sorted by lowest drug plus premium cost. That means they're taking what you'll spend every month in premium, adding it to the copays that you pay, and putting them in the lowest to highest order. So this particular prescription drug plan is Silver Script. It's $7.30 a month. And what they're showing you right here on this line is that the $73 is what you would pay at a retail pharmacy for the rest of the year. And right now we're in February, so this is the last 10 months of the year. But this is the premium plus any copays. So with 10 months left, we can see that there are no copays. But this plan does have a deductible for the higher tiered medications. So right now we're on tier 1 medications that are in here. So we don't have to worry about paying this $445 deductible right now because we're on tier 1 medications. So it's a $730 plan, $445 deductible. As you scroll down, you'll see what the outline of the plan is. So if you're a tier 1 preferred generic, it's a 0 copay. Tier 2, 19, tier 3, 46, tier 4, 47%, and tier 5 specialty meds at 25%. And right here, this shows you what it costs for 1 month. So you can pull down and go preferred pharmacy for 3 months, and it will do the math for you. Okay, so that shows you that. As we scroll past that, we're going to see the pharmacies that I selected, and we'll see if they're preferred, standard, or totally out of network. And then this will, what we want to look at is preferred pharmacies, because you're going to get the best copay from a preferred pharmacy. So you'll see that on this plan, the tier 1 medications have 0 copay, which is pretty cool. Now, most plans, you'll bypass the deductible on tiers 1 and 2. But keep in mind, this is a very low cost plan. This one only bypasses the deductible on tier 1. So if you were to take a tier 2 medication, this may not be the most cost effective plan. Or if you switch medications mid-year. So that's just something to think about. And you can scroll and see all the different, this right here shows you every time you fill up. So every 3 months, it shows you what your copays are. And I'm gonna put in some medications that actually have costs. This is at the standard pharmacy, so you can see $57 versus $542, or sorry, $5.42. I can read, this is good. And then this shows you that if you filled at a standard pharmacy, how you'd be paying $62.42 a quarter as opposed to 0. Again, we have another preferred pharmacy, 0. Walgreens, totally out of network, so that's ridiculous. And then we have our mail order pharmacy, also goes to 0. So I hope that helps. When you scroll past the mail order pharmacy, you're gonna see what tiers this plan has put your medications in, so that's pretty cool. And then you're gonna see what you put on the plan, in the estimation tool. So if you are wondering if you put something in the correct way, or if you maybe marked it incorrectly, correctly, whatever, this will show you 90 tablets every 3 days. So I'm having a hard time talking today. 90 tablets every 3 months, or 180 tablets every 3 months. And then right here, this is a pretty cool button. You can just click that and you can go right back to your medication list. That's pretty cool. So while we're here, we're gonna add a couple other medications. We're gonna add, and I can't remember if this is the same thing as what we have already, but that's okay. So we're gonna add these. And again, I just do every 3 months. And then let's do like a Humulog or Humulin. Let's see if this one has a quick pen. I can't remember. We're gonna add the brand. And they do have a quick pen. So let's say it's a pack of 5 quick pens and we get 3 a month. So 3 packs of 5, add to list. Okay, so we're gonna see the cost of insulin as well as like a third medication that's also a generic. So this will change the outcome. Now we see a prescription drug plan that's $26.90 a month is coming up as most cost effective. And it's showing us that the retail pharmacy cost is $6.69 and the mail order is $7.69. And you'll notice that actually with the more expensive medications that it actually does sometimes cost more to do mail order, which we never really think about that. This particular plan, the next one's $31.50 a month. The deductible is smaller. So we're actually gonna look at both of these just so that you can see the difference of what it looks like when you pick up medications. So again, this is $26.90 a month, $445 deductible. We're gonna look at what they would charge for copays. Pretty good. 0 for preferred generic and $2 for regular generic, 23% for brand, 40% for brand tier 4, and then tier 5, 25%. And then this shows us that we have one preferred pharmacy, which is Walmart. So we're gonna zoom down to that one. Because we'll see here with the standard pharmacy that that's about what you're looking at in cost. And it says, right here, this is the total per year with your premium plus copay. And then this chart right here does not include the plan premium. So these are just copay amounts. So you have to remember on top of these copays, you have the $26.90 as well. So here's our preferred pharmacy. And this is where we see the numbers really drop, which is great. So we've got it preferred, so we're only paying $25 a month for those pens and 0 for everything else, which is really nice. So we have the premium that we're paying of $26.90, but then on top of that, these are the copays that we're looking at for the year because now we're at a preferred pharmacy. And then again, we want to scroll down. Sorry, this is going to probably give someone a headache. And then we're going to see what tier are all of these medications in. And then we also see there's quantity limits, so you can always click on that and see what is the quantity limit. And then this shows us what did I put in. I want to make sure that I put in the right amount. Okay, so that is that. I want to show you one other thing. You have to scroll all the way to the top, and then we hit this back to search results. Now right here in the top right corner, you can click and look at how Medicare Advantage plans would cover. So now we're going to back out a little bit. Now, most of the Medicare Advantage plans offer a zero premium plan. And so now we're taking out the expense of the premium and we're just focusing on copays for the cost of the medication, that is. We're not talking about medical costs right now. We're just talking about medications. So this is going to show you it's a zero premium plan, and this is what you would cost, or what you would spend, at a retail pharmacy. This is a Walgreens plan, so you're most likely going to be getting that pricing at Walgreens. Then we have a plan from United Healthcare as well that doesn't have any preferred pharmacies at all. They're all standard. So this 501 would be anywhere compared to 446. So it kind of depends on if you want a PPO versus an HMO. So you have to look at different things. There's different reasons for each. And then we just keep looking to see that the pricing is just going up. So it was 501, now it's 941. So it just kind of doesn't really make sense to keep looking. Wow, 2,097, right? So one of these top two plans is probably going to be your most cost-effective plan if you decide that you want to do Medicare Advantage. And again, you can open that plan details. These are going to show you a lot more details. They're going to show you what the cost of the plan is, what the health plan deductible is, what the drug deductible is, which on these plans most of the time are zero. Some have a deductible, and then your max out-of-pocket costs, and then it's just going to go through and show you all the different copays that you'd be responsible for on these different plans. So this is a cool, quick way to see what the copay structures are of the different Medicare Advantage plans. And then once you continue past all the medical coverage, it's going to give you some extra benefit information. Not fully detailed here. You still want to go to the carrier's website, or someone like me can email you a booklet, but it'll show you what of the extra benefits have any sort of coverage. And then they'll tell you if there's optional packages to add on dental benefits. Okay, so here you'll see this shows our drug coverage and costs. So this is now going to give us the breakdown of what do the medication costs look like. And this shows you what your copays are. And then again, like I told you, it's all standard pharmacies with this particular plan. So sometimes it makes a difference. This, it's Safeway with this Medicare Advantage plan is $504.73. Let's see what Walmart is, $501.66, right? So there's a small difference depending on the plan you go to. And then this is what I really want you to see, because on these plans, a lot of the times if you use the mail, you get zero copays. So you could potentially save some money, but what happens is when you hit the coverage gap, we've got some really high cost. So you could benefit from just sticking with a retail pharmacy. Those are $500 as opposed to $600 for the year. I just zoomed right past that, $694. So this is the mail order one. And even though your generics are zero copay, your Humulog is not. So you can kind of strategize as well. You could get your Humulog at the retail pharmacy and you could have your 3 low-cost medications mailed to you, and then you're a winner. So try that. And then again, we scroll down here and it shows us what tiers the medications are in and what we inputted. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense and isn't too confusing. Okay, I hope that was really helpful. I took my time and tried to show you everything that you could look at and what I usually look at when I'm searching out prescription drug plans to make sure that I'm finding the most economical plan and the plan that's not going to totally gouge my clients, because nobody wants that. But please, please share this video with your friends. You can like it and subscribe, and then you can also select notifications so that you get notified when I post updated videos. Nice thing about that is whenever I find out new information, I'm going to definitely post a video about it. So share it, like it, subscribe it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video.